Cody Sanders here with Take Action Fitness episode 2, and tonight I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be cooking a healthy meal for you. I'm going to be cooking a chicken stir fry with a whole bunch of veggies, and I'm just hoping it's going to turn out good. And I'm going to have some rice on the side, a wild long grain rice, and we're going to see how it turns out. And first off, what you're going to need is these ingredients, and I'm going to show you a picture of it. Alright, and first thing you're going to need is 5 4-ounce chicken breasts. And I've already got mine pre-seasoned, and I'll get to that here in a minute. They're diced up. You also need I got a 12-ounce bag of stir-fry melody, but you can get this each individual. It's snow peas, broccoli, and carrots, and they're all, diced up, and the snow peas are full. I've got 2 diced up zucchinis, quartered out, 1 cut up yellow squash, which you could add more yellow squash if you like it more. And I've got 2 cups of baby portobello mushrooms. That's what I decided to use. You can use whatever kind of mushrooms you like. If you like mushrooms, you can leave the mushrooms out. And you also need a diced up green onion, scallion. And for seasonings, I like to use a lot of pepper, because salt, a lot of sodium is not good for you. A long time ago, my great-grandmother said, use a lot of pepper because salt is bad for you, and I've took that to heart ever since then, because most people that know me, everything I eat's got a ton of pepper on it, which you may not like that, but think about it, it's good for you. Garlic powder, not too bad for you. Sesame seeds, onion powder, and I put a little bit of Mish's Dash, which is sodium free, and this is Himalayan pink salt, something new that a friend turned me on to. It's kind of low sodium, but it gives a little saltiness, not too much of that, probably about half a tablespoon. And the rice that I use is Uncle Ben's long grain wild rice, and it's pretty simple to cook, and I think you'll be able to do it. But first things first, what we're going to do, I've got this all prepped up. Wasn't too hard, just took me a few minutes. And I already pre-seasoned my rice. I forgot, I'm also going to be using this, I don't know how much of this I'm going to use. This is the first time I'm using this. Preservative-free stir-fry sauce, low sodium. I probably won't use too much, but just give it just a little extra flavor, something different, give it a little Asian flavor, because you don't want it to be too plain. But first things first, we're going to cook the chicken. And what we're going to do here, we're going to go over to the grill. Alright, come over here to the grill, and all you're going to need is a pretty large, this is a non-stick pan. If you have a wok, that's even better. And I've got about a tablespoon of olive oil in there, spread it around, and get that on the grill, get it turned up nice and hot. And I've got my rice already boiling over here, so I'm going to give that a stir. So get this going nice and hot. Add the chicken in here, seasoned up, because you don't want to cook everything ahead of time. I'll give you a tip here, because stir fry, you don't want to get all mushy, you don't want your vegetables too crunchy, and you don't want them mushy. So you want to get your chicken cooking first, which, I don't know, it might take 5-6 minutes to get it to where it needs to be to start adding in the vegetables. Chicken takes a little longer than beef and stuff, but get that going. It's cooking up nice. The rice is going. Alright, I've been cooking this for about 5 minutes now. And I forgot to tell you earlier that this is probably enough for about 4 people. I'm only cooking for 2 right now. So I'm gonna have some extra left over, which when you're cooking healthy and eating healthy and doing like I'm doing, which is 5 meals a day, you like to cook a little extra as much as you can, so then, you know, you'll have, you know, I might have 2 extra meals out of this for tomorrow, because I usually try to do that. If I'm cooking chicken, you know, I'll cook up enough to have a couple meals the next day, because it's just hard to get your food sometimes, but if it's already cooked up for you, then I know a lot of people do that. They cook all their meals the night before, which that's a good thing too. But it's been going for about 6-7 minutes now. It's good. I'm going to turn it off, take it over to the sink here. I'm going to strain it out. I'm just going to leave that in the strainer there for a minute. Turn it back on high. Got my rice over there cooking. And get the olive oil again. About another tablespoon. Just go around with it. Oil in there good. Got extra virgin olive oil there.
Same type Al Pacino uses.
Could be. Alright, first I'm going to add in the green onions. Next I'm going to go with the snow peas and broccoli. I think that actually has a little bit of cabbage in there too. I didn't know that. Go ahead, add a little pepper to this. Just a smidgen, maybe just a little bit of onion powder, a little more garlic. I usually like to put fresh garlic, but I just forgot to dice any up. I don't think I had any. Got that going in here. Now you want to always keep these stirring, because what will happen is you'll get them burnt on one side and they'll be crunchy on one side and raw on the other, and you don't want that. There we go. And another thing is, with your vegetables, you know, you always want to wash them off ahead of time. But when you're making stir fry, you want to pat them out dry, make sure they're completely dry, because you don't want wet vegetables, because you don't want a lot of water in there. It'll just make them, like I said, gooey. Now I'm putting in the portobello mushrooms in there. That sit there for a second, stir my rice. Rice is coming along good, and all the instructions for the rice is on the back of the box, not anything special. I think this is probably about 2 cups of rice, which is about 2 cups of water. One. Oh man, smelling good. Looking good. It's looking healthy. Now I'm not going to be eating the rice tonight, because I don't eat carbs like that this late in the day, but I eat fibrous carbs like the vegetables, and I eat protein, but I'll eat some of that rice tomorrow. But it's just, a lot of people like rice with their stir fry, so here I go ahead and cook some up, show you what it looks like with and without. It's cooking up pretty good, guys. Go ahead and add the zucchini and squash in here. Squash first. Might have could have used another one of those. There's the zucchini. Now the reason I didn't put those all in at the same time is because I really don't like my squash and zucchini to get all, they get pretty soggy even faster. They're a softer type of vegetable. Alright, we're gonna let this cook up for just a couple minutes. We're gonna add the chicken right back in here. You know, I've been cooking this for a couple minutes now. Sit there and simmer. Got a nice simmer going. Now, if you were to have a lot of water in there, you would tell the difference. It wouldn't sound the same. I always like to keep a good stir on these. It's gonna be good, guys. I wish you could taste it. Maybe you'll try it yourself. Hopefully you'll try it yourself. No, Jobin's gonna try it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll be weighing in this Thursday. This is another tip that I can tell you right now. I put the scale in a separate room instead of having it in my bathroom, because when it's there, it's a tempt you to weigh every day. And that's the thing about your weight, it can fluctuate up and down between water throughout the day. And really just play with your mind. So I like to put it away and try to only weigh once a week. So I'll be weighing in Thursday again on the next video. We might have a video before that, but that'll be my next weigh-in because it'll be a week with the first one. Might do some measurements or something. I got a couple other things to talk to you about, some other products that I've got to try out. A heart rate monitor, which is a very good thing to have for exercising, especially if you are overweight, because it helps to keep your heart up. It helps you burn more calories, and you don't, when you are heavy, you don't want to get it over your max heart rate, because bad things can happen. Now I'm going to add the chicken back in and go get it. Probably, I'll bring it over here. Put that back in there. Alright. If that doesn't look good, then I don't know what does. Alrighty, now this is the time I'm going to use this sauce. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons, or tablespoons, I mean. Maybe 2.5. It's a lot of stir fry. And they sell, cause soy sauce, you don't want to be putting that stuff on there. That stuff, I don't know, 900 or 1,000 milligrams of sodium in a teaspoon, that's just not too good for you. But they sell, some lower sodium ones if you really want to have, if you're really used to having that on it, so. And also, hot sauce is always pretty healthy, If you want to put hot sauce on there or something like that. I'll tell you what I use a lot on foods is mustard, because there's not much in mustard, and You know, just to give it some flavor if it's really bland or really dry. Put a little mustard on there. Looking pretty good. Sit there for another second. Rice is about done. Oh, man. See those mushrooms, man. I really like mushrooms. That's one of my favorite vegetables to eat. And I like all these vegetables, really. Man, smells good. You know what? We'll add a little bit more sesame seeds. Just give them a little sprinkle around there. Didn't have too many in there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off on this. Start cooling down. I can tell those vegetables are about getting to the perfect spot now. This rice. Rice should be nice and done. Oh yeah. Go ahead and make up a little plate here. Nice portion of rice there. Some stir fry out here. Make sure I get a little bit of everything. Broccoli, carrots, zucchini, mushrooms, chicken. All the good stuff. Here we go. Take it over here. And grab a fork. Yeah, I'm ready to try this. Might cool off a little. It's amazing. Perfect amount of crunch on the vegetables. Chicken is done. I mean, it is very good. Oh yeah. This only took me maybe 25 minutes. I would say no longer than that. And it's very healthy for you. I mean, you just measure out if you're measuring how much food you want, but regardless, this is a healthy meal right here, even with the rice. It's all good for you. I haven't put too much of anything bad in there. I can taste a little bit of that sauce I put in there, not too much. I didn't want to overpower it, but man, it's a good meal. I hope you try it. Thanks for watching the video, and we're gonna be pumping out more very soon, and just please subscribe, please add more people, just spread the word, and just take action, and just get out there and do something, you know, change your life. And just thanks for watching, guys.
God bless America.